If you have an anxious or arthritic pet on your hands, you may have noticed some ads for a potential new treatment. CBD oils and treats are now on the market for dogs and cats, but are they safe? Joining me now is our veterinary expert, Dr. Rebecca Greenstein. So great to see her, doctor. Okay, so by now a lot of people know THC, CBD, two different components with two different effects within marijuana. No intoxicating effect, but potential for treating seizures, inflammation, cancer. But that's on the human side. Is this stuff safe for pets?
At the risk of sparking some controversy, I would say it's probably safe, but I'm going to qualify that. I wouldn't want to get into take a parachute that was probably safe. We don't know enough about studies in terms of dosing or any side effects, drug interactions, and a really important thing to remember is that there's no legal pathway for Canadian veterinarians to prescribe cannabis-containing products.
So when people bring their pets into you, what are they saying? What are they asking for? Have you noticed an uptick in curiosity in this world?
Probably more in my circle of friends than in my clientele. And in one of the largest and the only study out of the States, a third of vets who answered the correspondence said that it was rare that they were asked, and then another third said they were asked weekly about cannabis products.
Is there testing going on pets for CBD products?
So that's exactly where the problem is. We don't have anything that's peer-reviewed. The studies are probably a few enough that they fit on one page. So there are new things coming out of Cornell, Colorado State, obviously, and that's where some of this information is going to come from. But until then, we don't know.
And as of right now, what is out there is sort of suggesting that perhaps maybe it's safe, but that's not something a doctor would want to stake their reputation on, I'm guessing.
No, and legally you can't. But the most important thing is a lot of what's being advertised is anecdotal, and it's extrapolated almost completely from human medicine. And I think pet owners need to be aware of that.
Well, I know that you're not a lawyer, but what would happen if a veterinary doctor, were to suggest or direct people to these sorts of things? What sort of legal trouble could they get in, or ethical?
My veterinary college is pretty aggressive about letting us know where we stand on that issue. Any involvement that we have with that is extra label, and I don't feel comfortable necessarily prescribing something where I can't guarantee the safety profile of it.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine if one of those pet
You're
owners
liable.
comes back and, yeah, you are liable. Do you see a world where these products do become part of everyday medicine for animals?
Absolutely, I do. And traditionally, veterinary medicine has really shied away from these topics. And I think it's time for a change where we embrace them. Health Canada has recently approved the first ever clinical trial for cannabis as a treatment for anxiety. I think where the science is there and the clinical trials are there, this is the wave of the future.
It just seems like it is so new, and not in my lifetime have I ever seen sort of a new product with real medicinal possibilities come onto the market like this. And I guess nobody foresaw, as you said, a need for a pathway to get from a world without it to a world where we can actually create these medicines that could help people and eventually animals.
It's pretty amazing. One of the hardest parts about conducting the clinical trials was the legality of it, just to have it in your lab. But I think it's time as a profession that we embrace this, because we could learn a lot more and be able to add to, obviously, the lives of people and enrich the lives of pets.
It's not as easy as smoke them if you got them. Doctor, thank you very much. All right.